Welcome back to Somewhat Baked. This is a pumpkin pie brulee with a crust shaped with tiny leaves. A perfect dessert for Thanksgiving. To make this, you'll need a box of pie crusts, some pumpkin puree, sweetened condensed milk, heavy cream, eggs, sugar, and powdered sugar. For spices, you'll need some cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, orange peel, salt, and some vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste. Lastly, you'll need some small cookie cutters in the shapes of small leaves. Roll out the dough after letting it come to room temperature, then shape into a pie pan. Flute the edges of the pie, then set it aside. Get the second piece of dough out and cut out about 3 dozen leaves. These leaves will form the edges of the pie crust. Once that's done, grab a small bowl and drop in 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of water to form an egg wash. Brush all of the leaves with the egg wash, then flip the leaves over and wash the other side. Sprinkle with lots of cinnamon sugar. Bring your pie back in, then start layering the leaves along the edges of the pie. The ends will droop, but we'll fix that in a second. Continue until all 3 dozen leaves are layered onto the edge of the pie. Get some aluminum foil and shape some small pieces to prop up the edges of the leaves, then place into the freezer. Grab a new bowl and dump in the pumpkin puree, one tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice, half teaspoon of orange zest, and half teaspoon of salt. Pop this into the microwave for 1 minute, then add in the can of sweetened condensed milk, along with 2 eggs. Mix this well, then grab your pie out of the freezer and fill it with the pumpkin pie filling. Bake at 425 degrees for 15 minutes. The tips of your leaves might start to burn like ours did, but you can take some aluminum foil and line the edges to prevent it from burning anymore. Lower the oven temperature to 350 degrees, then put the pie back into the oven for 35 minutes until it's just set. Let's start the topping. Get a cookie sheet out with parchment paper and add 1 cup of sugar to the sheet. Level this out, then bake in the oven at 400 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes. I think we cooked ours just a smidge too long because it just started to smoke. After letting it cool, break it up into small pieces, then put it into a food processor and chop it up even further. And lastly, the whipped topping. Add in half a cup of heavy cream and mix for a few minutes until it starts to thicken. Then add 2 teaspoons of confectioner sugar and mix for another few minutes until it gets even thicker. Now fold in half teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. The paste just adds those fancy brown sprinkles, so you can just use plain vanilla extract in its place. Bring the pie back and sprinkle a layer of the brulee dust into the pie, then set it in the oven to broil until it's just melted. If we make this again, I think we will make sure the leaves sat just a little bit lower so they didn't burn, but it came out looking amazing and it really wasn't very hard to make. And now for the taste test. What is this one called?
Pumpkin pie brulee.
Brûlée?
Sure. With a homemade vanilla whipped cream. Oh, that's tasty.
Yeah. That was good. And the top little shapes are good.
I think next time we'll do more of the sugar topping.
Well, that's really good. Oh. There you go, Stella. This is worth the effort.
But I think we can do more of the sugar topping. Like,
Yeah, a thicker.
yeah. But I wasn't sure how thick is too thick because it warned that if you go too thick, then you can't cut through your pie.
Right.
Yeah, it's good. That whipped cream is really good too.
Pumpkin pie brulee.
I'm no pumpkin pie expert. But that's a pumpkin pie.